This is Break Fast, a segment about how long I fasted before breaking, how much weight I've lost since my last fast, what foods I'm breaking it with, and how many calories I consumed, how long my eating window was, my weight after refeed, how I'm feeling, and what's next. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Break Fast. This is episode number 12, which means I have now done 12 consecutive 90 plus hour back-to-back fasts. This last fast ended on May 20th, and it lasted me 92 hours and 33 minutes. Yes, this was 4 days ago, so I am actually about to finish fast number 13. That's also 90 plus hours, but we'll leave that for next episode. But as far as weigh-ins, on May 20th, I weighed in at 143.6 pounds. And if we look back at the previous 90 plus hour fast, I weighed in at 144.2 pounds. So I lost 0.8 pounds for that particular gap in between, which is the minimum of what I've been trying to lose for the entire month of May. So I'm on schedule, I'm on pace. I don't know if I am gonna hit the 130s by June 1st, but we're gonna give it a try. I'm close, but I don't know if I'm gonna be close enough, but we'll see. So if we go back to April 4th, when I first started doing these back-to-back 90 plus hour fasts, I weighed in at 159.6 after I completed my first 90 plus hour fast. And if we compare that to now, where I'm at 143.6, I've lost 16 pounds total. But if we go back to the beginning when I first started doing extended fasting, which was on September 12th, I weighed in at 220.4 pounds. I think I had some earlier videos where I said 220.2, but I was just rechecking my numbers and I noticed that it was 220.4. So anyway, September 12th, 220.4, May 20th, 143.6. I have lost over 76 and a half pounds, I think. Anyway, either way, it's a ton of weight in the last eight-ish months. So before I show you what I broke my fast with, let me put this out there again. I do 90-hour fasts because I refeed very heavy. And by very heavy, if you guys are new to this channel, I eat anywhere between 6,000 to 6,500 and sometimes 7,000 calories per refeed within about a 4-hour eating window. And the reason I picked 90 hours is because that's the number that I can eat that much and still lose weight per fast. And I've said this before, just because I do 90-hour fasts doesn't mean you guys have to do 90-hour fasts. Just because I eat 6,500 calories doesn't mean you do either. What I'm trying to say is that for people who have issues with eating, especially if they feel like they eat too much during their refeeds, this might be a solution for you. Yes, if you are a lot more mindful about what you eat, then you could totally probably lower that, fasting window, unless you're looking to lose more weight. But what I'm trying to say is 90 is not the ideal number. It's not for everybody, but maybe something less like a 72 or a 48 or a 36 or even an OMAD regimen at 23 might be ideal for you, but you have to be mindful of what you're eating. Or maybe something longer than 90. Maybe you're capable of doing, 115s or 125. I'm not saying you have to do those numbers. I'm just saying this is a part of fasting that I don't know if a lot of people talk about, but I think it's important to give people an alternative to the fasting regimen, that it doesn't always have to be the cleanest eating, that it doesn't always have to be very strict. But if that's what you want to do, by all means, eat healthier, be more mindful of what you're putting in you. I think that's important. That's something that I try to do, but I have a hard time doing, but I still try. Anyway, I think, I know I kind of beat a dead horse every time I bring this up, but I think it's important, especially for new people who are, just coming to the channel, who might not have the same, we might not look eye to eye on it, or for people who are new and they're curious and, they're saying to themselves, hey, I I eat a good amount too. And it's hard for me to control what I eat. And this might be a solution for you. So with that being said, here's what I broke my fast with. So like most of my refeeds, I started off with a salad. This is a buffalo ranch salad. This isn't anything new. I've been eating this on many of my refeeds. I will probably eat this one again, 560 calories. And then I had Brussels sprouts, which also, again, is nothing new. This is probably going to be another staple. And I had about 20 of them this time, 160 calories. And then I went to Wingstop. Guys, this is very similar to the last refeed, but I had 8 boneless garlic parm, 4 hot, and then I had ranch, and this totaled out to 1,550 calories. And then I had imitation crab meat, 220 calories. I had half a bag of the chips and guac and salsa, and this totaled around 1,486 calories. And then to try something different, I had this frozen burrito I had in the freezer. It was microwavable. It was not good. I think it was an Amy's Organic. I think a lot of people buy this, but I just was not impressed. Anyway, 340 calories. And then I had 2 bananas, 4 potassium, 210 calories. And then I had, my typical cashews, but I was actually only able to eat half the tin, 640 calories. And then to finish it off, I had a lemon cream pie, which the last time I had this, it was amazing. This time I was only able to eat about 90% of it, which is still a lot, but surprised I couldn't eat it all. 825 calories, and that totaled to 5,994 calories total. And I ate this in a 3-hour and 30-minute eating window. So yeah, less than 6,000 calories, which is actually really surprising for me. I think the last time I ate under 6,000 calories during a refeed was during my very first 90 plus hour fast. And the only reason that was under 6,000 calories was because I felt really weird eating in front of the camera. I definitely could have eaten more, but I stopped early because I was still getting used to putting myself in front of the camera when I was eating. The surprising part here, though, was the next day, which was actually really great because what I weighed in at after refeed was much lower than what I typically put on. So on May 21st, the day after refeed, I weighed in at 147.8. That is a 4.2 pound gain. So, okay, it's on the lower end of my refeed, but I think what I was happy about, I was getting really excited, but really what I was excited about was the fact that this was the first time I refed and I was still in the 140s. I think that was what I was most excited about. I mean, I'm sure that eating less played a part in that as well, but to know that I have now, I think it might be the last time I'll see the 150s. Hopefully. But I've been in the 140s now for quite a few days in a row, and it's exciting to know that my body is now staying at that weight. And then if we want to compare the very first refeed weigh-in, which was April 5th, I weighed in at 166 pounds compared to the 147.8, I think it was. Yeah, 147.8 on May 21st. That's a difference of 18.2 pounds. So obviously a downtrend. I mean, this isn't new. Every time I do these fasts, I have been losing weight, whether it's during the refeeds or just after the 90 plus hour fasts. When you compare either or, I've been losing weight. So yeah, the 130s are, they're in sight. And it's really exciting because, first of all, the 140s, I've said this before, was completely new territory. I have never been in this weight, at least from what I can remember. Maybe when I was in grade school was probably the last time I was ever that weight, but I have no recollection of that. And to know that the 130s are coming is kind of crazy because I hit the 140s in late April. So I might be seeing the 130s, which is uncharted territory again. it looks like it's coming in June. My goal is to get to the 130s by June 1st, but we'll see. Like, fingers are crossed. I don't know if I'm going to get there. If not, that's okay. I mean, I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to fast as long as I can to get into the 130s, as long as I feel comfortable doing it. If I feel like I'm too weak or if I'm feeling weird, then yeah, obviously I'm going to break it. I'm not going to go past my typical 90 hours, or I'm not going to go too far past it if I'm not feeling well. But, you know, fingers crossed everything will work out, and I'd love to see myself get into that weight by then. But if not, you know, that's all part of the journey, the ups and downs, and dealing with, like, looking at the scale and not having it be where you want to be. It's all part of the process. Other than that, though, I've been feeling good, feeling fine. I just, for people who don't know, because I'm in lockdown, quarantine, the gyms aren't open, I haven't been able to lift, which is something I was doing previously before they locked it down. I was lifting 4 or 5 times a week, and I do cardio 2 or 3 times a week, just a simple walk. But now what I've been doing for the last month and a half is I go for a daily walk. And I think in the last month, I've been walking every day, at least 6 times a week, for 4 miles a day. Takes about an hour. It's not the most, like, exciting walk, but for me, it's good. It's not, you know, my heart isn't going crazy. Sometimes I'll do like a slight jog, or I'll even do a sprint here and there. But I think going for a walk for an hour has been a good way to just clear my mind and relieve stress. And then at the end of the day, it's still good exercise. So I'll take it. And I'll leave it at that. Before I go, really quick, if you guys are new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe. I want to talk a lot more about fasting, but it really just depends on my schedule. I've been so busy with like a million other projects, but if you guys are new, feel free to subscribe. I really encourage people who want to talk about fasting or who have questions to ask, to comment, you know, in the comment section. I think talking about your journey, following my last leg of this journey, which I always say last leg, but this is a lifetime thing, because even once I hit goal weight or fat percentage weight or fat percentage goals, like, this is a lifetime thing. But I think commenting or asking questions is a way to keep accountable, which is why I do these all the time now, because it keeps me accountable. Now I feel like I have a goal not only for myself, but to people who follow me or subscribe to me or whatever. And, you know, if you want to be part of this journey, and I'm not saying you should do 90s, right? I said that earlier. Just whatever plan works for you. Like, if you need an accountability partner, I can be that person, or at least I'll try to. I try to answer everybody who comments or who asks questions, and, you know, I try to be as helpful as I can. So please feel free. And I think that's it, guys. So, my next fast is ending later today, which I'm excited about, because I'm really waiting to refeed, and I should have a video out for that soon. And that's it. If you guys, again, if you have anything like in terms of questions or just things that I haven't brought up, even if I've brought them up in the past and you haven't seen it, ask. And I'll be happy to answer and comment when I can. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. This is finally fasting. My name is Jerome, for you guys who might not know. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you later. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy.